Friday. I am excited for the weekend ahead. I hope you are too. If you saw my Facebook post this morning, you'll know it's a very hectic weekend ahead for us in our house. My little girl is super excited about her show, which made me think, well, first of all, talking to you on Facebook this morning, the theme was confidence, and I hope all of you start to feel confident. A lot of doing exercises are all about that, so feeling good about yourself and feeling proud about what you're doing with your body, but making sure most importantly that you use all that stuff in your life. So be more active as often as you can, just get moving. I'm sitting down now, but generally, you know, get up, get about and do stuff with using all the extra strength that you're building and fitness and cardiovascular fitness and feeling great and all that kind of stuff. But what I really want to home in on as well, that really always brings it home to me, when especially when you've got children and you're watching them grow and develop, and pretty sure most of you every day read with your children or do some kind of maths or homework or something along those lines, and you do it because they have to, and they have to go in school and they have to do that kind of thing. So but we do it consistently because we need to keep them on it so that they get better and better and better. And so let's talk about repetition and reps. We talk about reps in an exercise class because we do 10 bicep curls or 20 mountain climbers or whatever it may be. And that's us doing more work than we would normally do on a daily basis, so that when we go into doing the stuff on a daily basis, it's easier or we're better at it. And you know, that's what Lexi's been doing with her dancing. She's been practicing and practicing and singing and dancing, and at every opportunity she can get, because the more she does that, the more repetitive she is with, the more repetition she does of it, she's gonna get better at it. And I want you to remember that and feel the same about the exercise that you do. So the more you can keep doing and do of what you're doing, and even if it's the odd few press-ups on the countertop, or you're squatting down to pick everything up when you pick stuff up around the house, anything like that, repeat. If there's things you want to get better at, like for example for me, I'm always thinking, I must get back to writing my daily emails and my daily blog because I loved it, but I've got out the habit of doing it, and I just need to get my butt in gear and sit down and do it again. But sometimes you just don't feel like it, and it's a real struggle to get yourself down to doing that. And you might feel the same about some of the workouts. You see it pop up in the calendar, you're like, oh, I just haven't got time, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and you push yourself aside, and therefore you're not practicing. And so you've got to repeat, and you've got to repeat some more. And you look around you, I'm sure there's stories we could tell of successful sports people or business people, anything you want to think about, but what those people do and the qualities they have is that they spend hours and hours and hours repeating and practicing what they want to do. I remember my brother as a kid, he was brilliant. He was a professional footballer, and he used to ping, a bit like David Beckham. You've probably all seen videos of him where he's up until late at night, just constantly crossing the ball across to get towards that goal. And they just practice and practice and practice until they get better and better at it. And they come from sort of practicing and learning their craft to being good at it, and then to being superstars at it and really becoming brilliant and wonderful. And all of that time is a process, and within that time you've got to be patient. Just like you've got to be patient with your kids when you're listening to them read, or they don't understand what 2:30 is, or what 4:44 is, or whatever it might be. And you're like, it's so easy, but repetition, and finally it does go in and they start to learn. And it's the same with you and your exercise and your food and sleep and all of your health and well-being. You've got to start somewhere, and then you've got to keep doing it, okay? So think about the areas that you're not great at the moment, and then home in on that and start thinking about how you can repeat it and get yourself better at doing that kind of thing. And eventually it will become second nature, and you'll be a pro, and you won't have to think about how much you practice it anymore, because you'll practice it on a daily basis, just over and over again, because it's who you are, it's what you do, and you get confident in it, and you feel fabulous. So there we go, that's my little bit of advice for you on this Friday as I watch all the people around me practicing what they do, and I'm hoping that I'll see you guys too. So one thing I'd love it if you could all do is practice those squats where you're shifting the weight back, you're making sure the pelvis is in line. If any of you can get yourself videos so we can start having a look at those squats, you can message it to me via the app and I can have a look at your technique. If you want to put it in Facebook for everyone to see, then go ahead, do it in there. Otherwise, message me in the app with a bit of video, and I can check your progress and keep working, repeating, practicing over the weekend. And I'll see you again either over the weekend, but it's a bit busy for me. I'll try and do some videos. I might do some live ones, but otherwise I'll see you on Monday.